stakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, met this man, we bring the pain. Hey. See, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but niners. But niners. We nothing but niners. We nothing but niners. We nothing but we them Niners.
What is going on, faithful? We are back to bring you another fun-filled edition here on the Nothing But Niners podcast, YouTube channel, Twitch, whatever you want to watch us on. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us generate our videos to all others who are missing out on the Nothing But Niners fun-filled adventures. Give us a follow on Twitter and Snapchat. That's Nothing But 9ERS. Facebook and Instagram. If this is your first time following us on Facebook Live, make sure you click accept to allow StreamYard your permission so we can see who you are, where you are, and when you're commenting. So that is Nothing But Niners on Facebook and Instagram, guys. You can also visit nothingbutniners.com, and there you will find a link that says Shop NB Niners merch or Shop merch. Just click on that. It'll take you to our Shop NB9ERS.com page. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always email us. That's nb9ers@nothingbutniners.com. We are back. We are back once again. Wayne, what is going on, homie?
Yo, what's good, my brother? What's going on, man? Hey, we got a good show for these guys today, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to talk about it. Now, listen, we put out a poll on our Twitter account, and we wanted to bring you guys. We wanted you guys to be in control of who we were going to present on the show today. And from the votes that we got from the show, that is the player that we decided to go with. And we're going to talk about Raheem Mostert on today's show, if you haven't already recognized. So I'm excited to be here, man. How's your day, bro?
Hey, man, my day was good. Got a nice run in this morning. Obviously did a lot of running around. Got that run in before our rain here.
Heck yeah, bro.
I don't know if it's raining there in CT or not, but yeah, I mean, it was a good day. It was a good day overall, and super excited to talk about my man Raheem Mostert. Obviously, you know, that was we all picked a guy, and then we put that poll out, and you guys have spoken. So pay attention to our polls on the Nothing But Niners Twitter page, so that you know, you guys are inputting what we do for shows right now. So that's pretty cool. So I appreciate you guys, and yeah,
man,
rock, man.
So Mostert won with 40%. Second place was DJ Jones. Second place was Greenlaw. Third place was Jones, and Juszczyk was in fourth place. We had a total of 92 votes. We should have way more than 92 votes. We got like 6,000 followers with 92 votes. What's up with that? Yeah.
Slacking.
Now slacking. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that crack-a-lacking. All right, yo. I definitely got a new chair, man. I'm not sitting in the lawn chair. That's for games. But shout out to my cousin. He's making team lawn chairs, and he happens to be a 49er fan, so he custom made me one, you know what I'm saying, and gifted to me for Father's Day, and I thought that was a cool gesture.
Yeah, I thought that was badass, man.
Yeah, man. Like at first I was like, he don't know how to do this. No, I grew up with this kid. I'm like, he don't know how to build stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, yo, this is all wood. I'm gonna have to try this one day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to my cousin Dave, man, for that. And I truly appreciate him for that. But yo, man, we got a good fun-packed show. We're going to give you a power hour of highlights from Raheem Mostert. Now, today is a highlight show. So on the highlight show, we're just going to highlight what we love about this particular player, right? On Sunday's show will be the spotlight show, and that's a player that we're going to go ahead and pick amongst us, and we'll go ahead and spotlight that player. So we'll talk about him, his history, all that good stuff, all right? So when Mike gives us the thumbs up, because Mike is here, we're going to go ahead and kick off this show. Now, before we start the highlight show, is there any news you want to talk about? I heard through the little Twitter bird that a former 49er got signed to a Dirty Hawk. Not, you know, that's by A by the C. Do we care or do we? You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, I don't really quite care, right? So, a lot of people are like, oh my God, Carlos is going to be a Seahawk. Look, he's not a 49er anymore. Look, he was good while he was here for when he stayed healthy. He was a decent guy after contact. Not going to take anything away from him for that. He was a contact type of back, but he didn't progress the way that he should have, right? And he's an Ohio State boy. I loved Ohio State, right? I love Ohio State. I loved watching him play there, but how much does he really make their team better? I mean, yes, it's going to be a 1-2 punch. Like, is Skittles going to still be there? What's going on with our 2 running backs that have been hurt? They're obviously signing more running backs. Does he even make the team?
Yeah.
These guys come back healthy, and does Carlos make the team? Since Carlos has been a Niner, he's been all over the place. So
yeah, but he had a great season last year. He had 1,000-yard rushing season in Houston. Like, he balled out last season. He balled out so much that a team wanted him. So I'm happy for the guy. Good luck to him in Seattle, but he's going to get thrashed just like every other running back in the league when they come to San Francisco and when we go there. So I'm not necessarily worried about Carlos Hyde. I'm not worried about what tips and tricks he has up the sleeve because he don't even know the system. So at the end of the day, like, that's why he's not here, because he wasn't a good fit for the system, right? So that's a great segue to who we're going to be talking about today, because after watching highlights and film and tape and all 22 on this guy, man, I think I fell in love, yo. Now, before we get into the Raheem Mostert portion of the show, there was a sighting, right? There was some training going on today, right? Jimmy Garoppolo was throwing with his wide receivers. Nick, I see the Grinch smile about the crack on your face. Let him know, Nick, what's going on?
I just want to know what. So I sent that thing on Instagram. I believe I sent it. I'm not sure if I sent it to you. I sent it to Mike, I know, and maybe the other Mike.
Yeah, you don't love me enough to send me stuff yet, but
no, cool. I can never remember what your username is. So like, and I know it now. It's like Wayne Patrick or something like that.
Well, that's my music profile. But if it's 49ers, it's 49ers Breezy, baby. It's that simple.
Well, I gotta look for you on Instagram. I'm not too familiar with you on IG, but I sent that because I saw a tweet that said that Dante Pettis said it wasn't him. He wasn't there, but yet.
He was in the video.
He was in the video, and Kendrick Bourne tagged him in it, and he said, don't let Kendrick Bourne's video fool you. Now, was he saying that being goofy, like, because people say that he doesn't work out?
I'm not even going to answer this question. What I'm going to say is I think Dante Pettis is going to be a monster this year. I think he's been working out. I think he's been studying the playbook. I think he's been doing so much stuff that he don't want anybody to know, and he's gonna just put up and show up. I think that's what's going on with Dante Pettis, man.
Look, but this is Bob Money says it perfectly. He's like, Dante Pettis is acting like a troll.
What kind of troll? Treasure troll? A troll? What kind of troll are you talking about?
Right. So, like, why do you need to go and say, like, you obviously are in the video, you're obviously tagged in it. So why would you need to put a tweet out saying you weren't in it? Don't let it get messed up. That you weren't there. And I'll tell you exactly what the tweet said. I'll find it. But
I think I have it too. Hold on.
D-Maney 13, right?
Yep.
So he's like, I think he took it down now.
Somebody done got to him.
Oh no, here it is. He says, don't let KB's story fool you. That's not me. With a laughing face, right? So is he trolling, right? Like, is he like, okay, because all these people were talking about how, he doesn't post workout videos and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. So was this like a throwback trolling saying, ha ha ha, you guys got me, I don't work out type thing. And there he is, is that why he said that he wasn't there? So who knows?
I don't know, man, but from what I see, unless they did some good old, Photoshop, edit, Final Cut Pro, whatever they did to get him in that video, he was in the video. I saw him in the video. You saw him in the video. Whoever else saw him in the video. So he was in the video, whether he was there or not. So maybe he mentally wasn't there, but physically he was in that video. I'm hoping he was just playing around, horsing around, or whatnot. But the fact that he's there now, you know why I wanted to bring up Dante Pettis? You want to know why I wanted to bring up Dante Pettis? There's a specific reason why I wanted to bring up Dante Pettis. When we start watching some of these highlights on Raheem Mostert, especially at the beginning, look who's in on every play and at every celebration. Like, it's like Dante Pettis was like right there every touchdown. So there's got to be something special about this kid, man. I don't know what it is. Clearly, we didn't see anything special in 2019, but all we could do is hope for 2020, man, right? It's the Corona year. Maybe things happen, and he might just ball out. I'm just saying, it's in his genes to ball out. So I'm hoping that's what he's doing. I wish we could have saw footage of him actually working out. This was the after workout footage that I saw. I don't know.
It was like walking to the car, right? So, and they were all, and Jalen Hurd was parked in a handicap spot.
Right.
So, like,
but see, that's your point. That's to your point. That's probably what they were doing, right?
Yeah. Look,
Jalen Hurd in a handicap spot because he's been hurt, right?
But the other big name that stood out to me is Trent Taylor's out there.
Oh, yeah. Talk about it, Nick. Talk about it.
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what happens with Trent Taylor coming back this year, because while you guys think Dante Pettis is going to have a huge year, I think Trent Taylor is going to be the guy this year. I really do. He was going into preseason last year. He had a hell of a preseason. He had a hell of a camp. Everybody that was talking about him that was there, whether it be Eric Crocker or Matt Miyoko or Jennifer Lee Chan or Tracy Sandler, all those people were talking about how, Trent Taylor looks like the best wide receiver on the football field right now. And then he got that injury. So how's that injury going to heal? How's he going to come back? How's his leg doing, or his foot, I should say, not his leg. But I'm interested to see what Trent Taylor brings to the table next year, man. You guys know that I've been big on Trent Taylor. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, man.
I'm definitely interested to see what Trent Taylor brings to the table. I knew from the time we drafted the kid, he was going to be something special. He just couldn't find a way to stay healthy due to his frame, man. He plays big, but he has to play a little bit smarter. I no longer think that he's the best wide receiver.
This wasn't saying that he was the best wide receiver.
He was then,
but he was right then. You know
right.
what I mean? On the field.
Right. So I don't think he's the best anymore, and it may be difficult for him to make this squad, especially if they found love the brohood has grown between Garoppolo and our boy Kendrick Bourne. So if that's who Kendrick Bourne was kind of, filling in for at that time, this may be a tough time for Trent Taylor. And we're sure going to see. So I'm glad he was there. I'm glad he's healthy. Once season starts, OTAs, all that good stuff, man, we're going to get some footage. We're going to be able to really break down some things, man. But so today's show is about Raheem Mostert, man. And you guys selected him. We're going to do some highlights, man. We got our top 10 highlight plays, and I'm not even sure we all agreed on these. So this is going to be pretty cool when we do this show. I'm just going to be like, yeah. All right. So just a little bit about Raheem, because as I was sitting here, Mike, what up, baby?
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't going to see me? Huh? Let's go.
Let's get that click, click, boom one time, baby. One time.
Boom. Y'all know what it is already, man. Let's go, man.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. So listen, man, as I was doing this stuff about Raheem Mostert, I know this is not a spotlight show. I just want to point this stuff out. A couple of things about Raheem Mostert that you guys probably already know. Okay, this is Raheem Mostert's 7th team, which means he was cut 6 times. 6 times in one freaking season, y'all. And he was undrafted in 2016, and he was cut by the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Ravens, the Browns, the Jets, and the Bears. And in 2016, Kyle Shanahan signed him to the 49ers, and he was given a shot. Now, I just want to put this out there. He saw the field only during special teams from 2016 in 2017, but in 2018 is when he got his first chance to really break out. We got to see him as a running back and perform. And guess who it was versus? The Green Bay Packers. It was versus the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football with 12 attempts and 87 yards. And then he ended up getting hurt in the Raiders game after he scored his first touchdown. 2019 comes along, and that's what we're here to talk about, man. Raheem Mostert.
You know what's funny is think about this. Raheem Mostert might not even ever been a 49er if it wasn't for Chip Kelly. Because Chip Kelly knew who he was coming from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And he signed him as an undrafted guy, and then they cut him. But he must have seen something that he liked, because that was the year that Raheem Mostert came over.
In 2016?
Yeah. Who's to say that, John Lynch or Kyle Shanahan would have even known who this guy was to even bring him here to have an opportunity that he has now? He should be very thankful for Chip Kelly. If Chip Kelly did anything right, was A, burying his father in some Niners gear, and B, bringing Raheem Mostert over.
So he 2 for 30.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chip Kelly, man. Isn't he the head coach at UCLA now?
I think so.
I believe so. So shout out to Chip Kelly, man. All right, Mike, what's going on, man? What you got for us, man? I just wanted to give those little tidbits about this guy, because if you watch that little presser that he had, he says that he remembers every one of those cut dates, and those are what drives him to ball out. If you watch that Raiders game, and I don't suggest that you watch it, but if you watch that Raiders game in 2018 when he broke his forearm, I watched it today on the treadmill. I almost fell off the fucking treadmill, yo. Like, I almost fell off the treadmill because I didn't think they were going to show what they showed. That shit was disgusting. It was like his whole arm came out.
Yeah.
It just didn't break skin, but you saw the bone break. So, and go to show he was about to have us. I just want to put this out there. Raheem Mostert is the reason why, and no disrespect to the cheetah, but is the reason why Matt Breida is not a 49er. Raheem Mostert has took some jobs. You're going to see in these highlights, if we have the highlights that I selected, you're going to see in some of these highlights why you didn't see Jeff Wilson Jr. on the goal line. You're going to see a lot why you didn't see Matt Breida in the game. You're going to see in some of these highlights why Raheem Mostert was the go-to guy. All right. So, Mike, are you ready?
I hope so, man. Fingers crossed we're going to rock that thing.
I want to rebuttal with you as to why Matt Breida is not here. I don't think it's because of Raheem Mostert. I think it's because of Jerick McKinnon.
See, it's cool that you say that. Explain your reasoning.
Because this coaching staff has to be high on Jerick McKinnon. They've kept him here. They got him to lower his money. I think they're really John Lynch always talks about how excited they are to see Jerick McKinnon in this offense. He doesn't say anything else. He just says Jerick McKinnon is going to be a huge part of this offense. He said it before the injury. He said it after the injury the first time. He said it this year. Once again, him and Kyle Shanahan both said it. So you obviously like your young guy and Jeff Wilson Jr., who you bring back. Raheem Mostert obviously had a good season. He's okay to come back. And then you have Jerick McKinnon. That's your 3 guys right there. And then Tevin Coleman. So now you got 4 guys and Jeff Wilson Jr.'s out. Jerick McKinnon is the one that spelled Matt Breida.
Okay, Mike, did you want to say something different to that, or?
Nah, I'm not. I ain't gonna touch it, bro.
Okay,
let it go.
That's cool. I mean, we disagree. I just feel like, did I say something nasty? You guys are disgusting in the chat. I just want y'all to know that. I meant the skin of the. Never mind. Anyway, I think Matt Breida is not here because of the play from Raheem Mostert. I think McKinnon was going to be on this team no matter what, and I think it came down to Breida, and Breida was unable to perform, and Raheem Mostert was able to perform. And I believe that's why Raheem Mostert is on this squad and Matt Breida was traded. So I don't know. Who cares? It's whatever it is. Let's move forward. Mike, are you ready? Nick, are you ready?
All right. Here we go. All right. Now, so in order for me to do this the right way, I have to do a screen share. So you guys got to bear with me while I get this stuff right. All right. Screen share. Boom. Select the window. Oh boy. All right. I know what I got to do. Let me separate this one from the rest of them.
Yeah, I think you can screen. You could just select exactly which screen you want to share, and then you'll delete that one, and then you'll go and do it for each and every.
Here's my problem. My dumbass put them all on the same browser that we're on right now.
That's fine. Just click the one browser that you want them on.
All right, here we go. Firefox. Boom. Nope, that ain't the screen we want. Oh wait.
Renee said choose Dallas 49ers. It's working.
All right. Can y'all see the football play?
No. We just see whatever this is. I see your clicks.
Then that's not working then.
Did you make sure you shared the right browser?
I did. Hold on. Let me do this again. Hold on. Bear with me. All right.
So guys, they're saying that Breida was expendable because he kept fumbling the ball and then his injuries. I'm telling you, yo, I think that if we did not have Jerick McKinnon, I think Breida would still be on this team.
Yeah, that's exactly why I think that Jerick McKinnon is the one who made him expendable.
I hear you.
Because Jerick McKinnon wouldn't be here if
they didn't want him.
They could have easily cut him and used Matt Breida as. Can you just zoom in on that, Mike?
There you go. Oh, we in business, baby.
So this is the first play here. This is going to be the one. Well, you guys see what it is already. It's against the Bengals. All right. And I'm just going to play the clip. Here we go.
Wait. I just want to take that comment off so we can fully see. All right, there we go.
Blitz coming and they drop to Mostert. And blocking in front of him. And Mostert will take it to the house. A touchdown for the 49ers.
Let's go.
Now look, it was 7-7. And let me get my notes out because I think if I'm not mistaken, it was on was that the 2nd and 4 play?
This was 2nd and 4. Yep.
And that was a little dump to Mostert. That was a dump. He came out of the backfield. Can you replay that?
Here's a nice reel.
I just praised Preston Brown. Staley's going to get out here. This guy will get out here.
Oh man, Joe Staley was in form. Look at that dump. Look at that.
Hold on. Look at my man right here. Come on, man. We got to get him back. Look at him. He wanted to hit somebody. Look at him. Look.
Is that Richburg?
Yeah.
Yep. That's
man,
Richburg.
He's fast. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Listen, this was week 2, right? On the road in Cincinnati. Now listen, man. This is one of his great plays because for me, this allowed me to see that we had another running back that could catch out of the backfield, and we weren't too sure about Mostert's hands. Remember, we kept saying, "Oh, Jerick McKinnon is the hands guy. He's the guy that's going to be able to catch those passes." And I mean, I don't know why we didn't do this more throughout the season, but this was one of those plays where it was a design play. Guys go out. Jimmy does his check down. Boom, 2nd and 4, 15-yard touchdown to the house, man. What you got to talk about?
I remember this play thoroughly because obviously I was there. And I can remember when he ran this touchdown, I looked over to a Bengals fan and said, it's going to be a long day for y'all because y'all have no speed whatsoever to keep up with Raheem Mostert. The play developed well. I mean, the pulls, Joe Staley getting out, the pull from the center, obviously the pull from Brunskill as well. I believe it was Brunskill that was in there. And then the blocking downfield was good. The play just developed, and Raheem Mostert, once he caught that ball, shot out like a cannon.
Yeah.
So
that boy's fast. It was a
really good, well-developed, executed, designed play for a certain type of defense.
Yeah, I agree. I like seeing the big men get up front and be willing to block. I think that's one of the things that Weston Richburg brings that some of the other centers don't do. I know this is the Mostert thing, but another thing that we're going to see a lot of in this, how Raheem Mostert gets skinny between two guys, and it looks like he's going to get taken down a lot, and he just like slips right through. He gets skinny and like goes. Like, so I'm excited about it, man. I really like this. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like he got that with them race car drivers, that NOS, that nitro oxygen. He just hits the button and goes right through it, right, and then drags people for touchdown. I mean, for extra yards. All right, man, I'm ready to move on to the next one. That was a sweet play right there.
Yes, sir. All right, this next one here is a little bit different. This does not involve. Actually, you know what? We'll play it and then we'll go from there. Here we go. All right, you guys got me?
Yes, sir.
Is it full screen? Good.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
They're going to bleed every second off of the clock. Now speed boots it away.
Right here. Here's your guy.
Around the 35.
He missed him once. Why are we highlighting him missing people? That's why. Let's go. Let's go. And who recovered it?
Okay.
Huh?
So if you want to, Mike asked the question.
Marcel Harris made a hell of a play there.
He did, but Mike asked the question, right? Why are we highlighting him missing people? Good question. Here's why. He was the first man down there to cause Odell Beckham to, change his trajectory in the run, right? He missed the tackle. Marcel Harris, like Nick said, came up and made a hell of a play. But guess who recovered that play?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The other thing that it shows about him is that he obviously missed on that tackle, made him change positions, but he didn't give up on the play. He literally went right back after. He got up. He went to go, make the tackle again, and obviously, he made a move. And then Marcel Harris came in and knocked the ball loose. And obviously, Raheem Mostert was in the right place, but he wouldn't have been in the right place if he would have gave up on the first missed tackle.
So that's what I'm talking about, Nick. And this is why we all know that Raheem Mostert is our running back, but he's also probably our best special teams player.
He's a top gunner, probably in the league, bro. And I'm not just saying that. He's up there. He's definitely up there.
Nick doesn't think so?
I don't think he's the top guy in the league. I think
Matthew Slater probably is the top guy in the league.
Yeah,
right?
I would probably go with Slater, and I would also put him in on our team right now.
There's no gunner on our team better than him.
This should be another play that we see with Tarvarius Moore, and I think there's another highlight coming up later on.
Tarvarius Moore is always right there too, and when Raheem misses a tackle, Moore makes it. If Moore misses a tackle, Raheem makes it. Those two together is what makes a lot of what Raheem is on Gunner too. They're both quick as shit. They're both downfield. The only thing that really helps Raheem in special teams is his speed. I mean, he's down there all the time.
That's not the only thing that.
Yeah, but he's usually making a play on the ball, Nick.
Yeah,
there's plenty of fast guys in the league that can't do anything on special teams. It takes way more than speed. Ted Ginn, no. It's not.
Ted Ginn wasn't a gunner though, bro. It's two different positions.
Most of the good gunners in the league aren't usually the fastest guys on the team. It's guys that can shed blocks and get there and keep their angles right.
I agree.
Yeah, who was our gunner? PJ Spillman.
CJ Spillman.
Yeah, him. He was. I hated we had to give him up, but I know he wanted to get paid as a cornerback, and he wasn't a very good cornerback. But I remember him, and he was definitely one of the top gunners in the league as well at that time.
I'm just not going to sit here and praise him as much. Like, he makes some good plays, but there's also plays he misses. So I'm not going to praise him 100% as he's the best guy in the league.
So the best guy in the league doesn't miss any plays is what you're saying.
I didn't say that. Say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Mostert's not a gunner next year if he's a starting running back.
Okay, we shall see. I would hope not, because we want him to be healthy to run the ball, right? So I'm hoping we can get one of those younger guys like Tarvarius Moore and then have somebody be his counterpart. As you saw Marcel Harris in there, right? Now, here's the thing I like about Marcel Harris is he finds ways to make plays, but when you got to give him a position to start at, that's where he kind of like.
When you got to cover, nah, you're in trouble.
Right, but we ain't talking about cover. We talk about go cover that ball. Give me that ball back.
No, that's what I'm saying. When he's got to cover, other than special teams,
Yeah,
he's dookie.
yeah.
Coverage skill wise.
All right, so that was number 2. Are we moving on from number 2, going to the third one?
Yes, sir.
Are these in any special order, as in to top plays?
I think what these are in order, like chronological order, as the season went on.
Okay, and then maybe we could pick the top play after we go through all of these. We each could pick our top play.
Because this starts with the Bengals and it works its way all the way down. And the last play that we're going to show is from the Super Bowl. So it looks like they're in chronological order to me.
Okay, that works.
All right, here we go. Screen share. Yes. Select the window. Yes. Allow. Yes. Click it before it jumps. Boom.
Oh, Jared Maiden Gunner 2020. I like that, Mr. Robot. I like that, Mr. Robot.
Ladies and gentlemen, here. You guys see this, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Man, we were crushing the shit out of the fucking Panthers.
Yo,
2 touchdowns and an interception. Mostert with a break through the play.
He ain't even going full speed, bro. He was like, nah, it's not this easy, is it?
them uniforms
It's not this easy, is it?
Them uniforms are pretty.
It's time to surf, baby.
Surf.
Look at the whole look at the linemen surfing with him, bro. I'm sorry, that excites me. I love it. I love team celebrations, man. I absolutely adore when I see that. I can't get down to my there it is. I can't get down there quick enough. I think you guys have the option to stop my screen share too, right? When I end the play.
No.
I don't know. Next time, I know there's a way that you can get rid of the because it comes up as a separate window.
Nah, just
as if there's 4 people here.
Listen, man, that play versus the Panthers. I know we were crushing the team at the time. I just want to reiterate that touchdown play was on first down, and
where they were expecting runs.
Where they should be expecting runs.
Well, we were up what 30 points or something like that.
They definitely should be expecting the run.
It was 44-14, I think.
44-13 at that point, right? Yeah.
Right. So we're up 31. And it's late in the game. They should be expecting run, and
that was an inside zone run. That was right up the middle of the zone, like right, bam, smack, and he went untouched. So his vision is probably some of the best vision that we've seen, right? Because like Mike said, he's able to get skinny between 2 defenders very quickly. I think he's able to. I don't know. I mean, it's probably a gift because I was watching some highlights from him at Purdue. He's definitely gifted and talented. And I'm not sure why he went undrafted, but sometimes it goes that way. But I guarantee you, this man is making a name for himself just off of the 3 plays that we've seen in 2019.
Yeah, this boy out there, he eating, bro. Like there's nothing else about it. Like that man was eating out there. I love it.
And he was sharing the back spot with Coleman, because didn't Coleman have 3 touchdowns that game? 4 touchdowns that game. Like, I love the running back room. Man, it's gonna be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in 2020, yo. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Let me see if I can get this next one pulled up. Now, this is going to be an interesting screen share because this one is not on YouTube. This is one that I had Nick send me. So let's see if we can get this to work. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'll blow it up first.
It's not loading.
There
I click. Oh, here. Hold up. Let's try it again. Boom.
And see, there go Tavarius Moore in on that play. You see him?
Mm-hmm.
You see him right there? But you see,
yeah, Moore comes from the right side of our screen, and Mostert comes from the tackle.
He missed the tackle there.
Who finished it? Bam. And that's what they do, man. That's what they do. He's a finisher, yo. He's a guy that doesn't give up. And the thing I love about our special teams, we did not see a lot of penalties, right? We didn't see a lot of penalties on special teams. And that's good, you know, especially if they're bringing the majority of these guys back. It's going to be something special to watch. Something very special to watch. Now, what Nick said is very concerning to me because I'm wondering if he's not used as the gunner going into 2020. I think he's special, but he might be that type of player that wants to be it. Just like you see those superstar wide receivers saying, "Let me return punts, let me do it." So I guess we just have to wait and see.
He said some things that make me believe he's still going to be the gunner. One is it's the backfield. We're never going to be the team that has 32 carries by a running back. That's just not what the Niners do. Number two, he said he's preparing to carry the ball 20 times a game. You prepare for more than what you're expected to get. That's a big, like, you know, in the NFL, when you're boxing, they don't train you for 3-minute rounds. They train you 4 minutes. So that way, when you're going through 3, you're not as fatigued. You get what I'm saying? So if you're training and expecting or training to carry 20 times, you're not likely to get that. And if that's the case, you want to make sure that you're still contributing in other ways. So I still think he's going to be the gunner out there.
I'm not saying if in particular to him not using his skill set as a gunner. I'm just saying with injury, possible injury, like, you know, he's been hurt on special teams before, right? I mean, if he's your starter and he's running the ball 15, 17 times a game by himself, you know, why would you put him at risk, right? That's what I'm just asking. Is I don't think that they'll do that, but who knows?
Yeah, man, it's definitely tough. I don't remember the injury from special teams. So if we could refresh my memory at some point off air or whatnot, I definitely would love to check it out. Going back to the injury though from 2018, that forearm injury, you know, that just happened to be a freak injury. I mean, it was a good run. He just tried to brace his fall with the forearm like they're taught to do, and it just snapped. So that's the injury I remember. But boy, did he come back strong, man. So let's get to that next play, Mike. I think we're at number 5.
Mike looks like a lost deer in headlights.
Like a little kid. Huh? You said me? I didn't do it.
His eyes are like this.
You're muted, Mike.
Swap, 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 swap. That was a good run right there.
Oh, Mike's muted. I don't think he knows he's muted, so we didn't hear anything. But dang, that run was per-tay. Can we bring that back one time, Mike? Third and 4, guys.
Nah, that was a different.
No, that's not it. These are the plays that set up that play. All right, here we go. Nope, this is not it either.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Look at that. Nope, that wasn't it. That was Coleman. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. That's what I got. This is a 20-yard touchdown run, y'all. Like 20 yard. Like this dude is running for 20 yards, yo. Like that's serious. And I believe that was week what? Week 8? Week 9? Where teams should know, yo, we got to stop this run.
Sean, before we move on, Breezy has the all-time NFL all-time QBR snap count volume level rating 149.9. He is 3 for 3 completion percentage, waking up Canaan tonight with TV volume 3 of 100. 1 of 1 waking him as I put headset on. Who would have thought? LMAO, love you guys. Don't appreciate you, man.
I don't know why I'm so animated, man. I'm like a cartoon character. I don't know why Mike's mic is still muted. I told him 15 times. I don't know what's going on. I will try to tone it down, but I'm rewatching highlights and it's like I'm still watching the game for the first time. So I'll work on that. Sorry, Sean. Sorry, Kaden. Go back to sleep.
So he yells, "Sorry, Kaden!"
As he yells for Kaden to go to sleep.
Go back to sleep. Yo, wildin'.
Holy shit, man. Oh man, I love it. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna move on. Listen, now what was cool about that play is that it was a precursor of what was to come in the playoffs. Like he jumped over somebody, he broke 2 tackles, he got thin between, like it was just, hey, Green Bay, who's your daddy now? It was Colin Kaepernick before. Cap owned them boys, right? And it was like, all right, it's my time now. Like here it comes, man. I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it, man.
Yeah,
that defense just looked tired of tackling in both their games.
But they looked defeated. They looked defeated early.
It was just like, okay.
You guys remember the pre-game hype speech that they were giving in the locker room, and the only person that was hype was like some athletic trainer on the side. He was like, up for the Packers. The Packers pre-game locker room speech.
Oh yeah,
like, it's time to get some revenge,
and everybody's like, yeah.
And then the one random ass dude was like,
yeah.
He wasn't even a player. He wasn't even a player. He was somebody's nephew or some shit. It was crazy. It was crazy.
We're going to Lambeau. We're going to Lambeau this year, right?
I
No.
believe so.
No, they're coming to Santa
Clara.
Clara. Got you.
That's right.
So if you want to know why, Mostert, he owns the Packers, man. I mean, he owns the Packers. He balled out in 2018 against the Packers. That was the first time he got into a game as a running back for the 49ers. And remember, I said he had on 12 attempts, he had 87 yards. He had more yards than our starter at the time, which was Matt Breida, which Matt Breida did have the touchdown, but he had like 60-something yards. This is going to be crazy going into 2020, with Coleman, McKinnon, Mostert. They drafted, they signed 2 undrafted guys, Jeff Wilson Jr. Like the running back room is going to be scary. So good luck. Good luck. And one thing that they all are have in common, maybe minus 1 or 2 of them, I think Coleman and Jeff Wilson are somewhat like similar, but I think the other guys with their speed and their one cuts like are going to be crazy. Even Ahmed, is that how you say his name? And Ahmed, my bad. Ahmed, and there was the other guy that we drafted too, that we didn't draft, that was undrafted rookie. Those guys got some speed, man. So it's going to be
this Dominique. I love this right here because this was the funniest one that I watched in the mic'd on players when it was like in the mic in the playoffs when Green Bay's offense was like, is 31 still running? 31 still out there? Yo.
Bro, they asked that question last night. Is 31 still running on our defense? Like,
yeah, bro. They were like, we can't stop this dude. Is 31 still running? Like, why is 31 still out there? Didn't even know my man's name. He's just like 31.
Well, did you see the interview with Terry Bradshaw? Interviewed him at the NFC Championship game at the end of the game, and Terry Bradshaw was like, listen, for the longest, I couldn't even pronounce your name. I think I messed up on the air and called you Mozart. But I tell you what, you played like Mozart. Like, that's how well you ran the ball. And that kid was just smiling from cheek to cheek, man. Man, the memories, yo.
He's such a good dude. Raheem Mostert, I don't know how you can dislike this guy. I really, really, really don't. I really don't. He's such a good dude.
I think this is why Kyle goes after these type of players, man. He goes after the players that are going to come in there and work, to earn their spot because they all have chips on their shoulders, man. Think about these undrafted guys that we're seeing develop right in front of our eyes, yo. You could say it's the cheap way or whatnot, but I mean, guys can have the talent and the skill, but it still has to be developed and be given a chance, man. And I think the 49ers, I think just the way the system is set up with Kyle and the way Lynch is looking at these type of players, man, these guys are coming in there to let the world know you passed on me and I'm about to middle finger all of you. I didn't want to say the bad word, so I'm going to say middle finger you. Yes, I said it.
All right, guys, let's keep this thing rolling. We are moving right along here, man. Timing is working well, man. Thank you guys for the patience you exercised with us in the beginning. You guys are great, man. I miss not rallying you guys up before we started the thing. But all right, here we go. Screen share. Thank you.
Oh, when the Saints. I mean, we're going to the Ravens game. My bad. We were at this game, Nick. In the wet rain. Trent Williams and Mike McGlinchey is going to open up so many holes. Alfred Morris has 1,600 yards his rookie year.
Yeah, behind Trent Williams.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was cool.
Good point. Thanks, newbie.
On your marks. Get set. Mostert.
Like that.
Mostert gonna get it, gonna run right.
Get off me.
Run.
Hand on the forehead. Where you going, bro? I'm right here.
Arm. Side step. Yo.
You know, Crazy, you know what's funny about this play?
What's up, bro?
Do you remember how many times they played our guy getting juked out from Lamar Jackson on the replay, and they wouldn't re-show this play like at all?
Yeah, man.
They didn't even show the replay on this on the big screen
because his name wasn't Lamar Jackson. And he did the Lamar Jackson. Go back and rewind that so you can see him juke that dude on the sideline real quick before he go into the end zone. First, he gave a guy a stiff arm. No, first he got through the second level of the defense. Then he gave the safety a stiff arm. And then he juked out the cornerback to score the touchdown. This boy is special, and we got disrespected.
Yeah, and the best part was it was Earl Thomas.
Oh, snap! Go back.
Y'all ready?
Let me see it again.
Mostert gonna get it, gonna run right, big run.
And he, bro, look at, oh my God.
Whoopsie.
Can I say something? Like, I want y'all to, I should have paused it before I started jumping backwards. Something I want y'all to pay attention to, right? Look at how slow Mostert is going here because of how bad the weather was, right? I swear on everything. If this was a good weathered game, we smoke this team.
Yeah.
Like oh my God. Our defense is too fast because our defense ended up slowing down a ton because of the weather. Like, we have a lot of speed on defense. This team, I swear to God, I hope we play them again. Like, I want to play them on like in a good, I don't care if it's cold, just not soggy ground. That's all I want. Anyway, I'm gonna play it one more time and then I'm gonna shut up.
And look at all the blocking set. Look at the blocking, yo. Look at that.
Big run.
Look at when he cuts. He couldn't even get his footing right. He had to take 4 steps.
Right. Because after the cut, he was tripling and stumbling and bumbling.
My goodness, man.
In the game at tailback, it's fake.
Just had them boys, man.
Now listen, I saw Khalil's comment. He said Earl Thomas is washed and people doodling on Earl Thomas. Let me see how he plays after this season, and then after this season, coming off of that injury, if he stays sucky like that, I'm gonna agree with y'all. But I can't say that right now. I can't say he's washed. I can say that he's coming off of an injury. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Whoopsie. But he got juked like Quincy's juke joint on that joint right there, man. Godly. Let me see if I can move so you can see who's in the backfield. Ah, who's that in my backfield? Who do you see? That's the man, baby.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. All right, there we go.
No, you better not, Sean. Don't you post that. Nick, we're not friends anymore. Sending you one of his green diapers. That's fine, because I'll send you some green poop in the pot. You know what I'm saying? We could go back and forth. The headset part of it is what killed me, really. Even with the headset, you guys think Mostert is better with the weight gain. Yeah, we did hear Mostert saying he's gaining weight because he wants to be an every down back, right? Should we be concerned about him losing any speed?
What's happening right now? Why we got the screen like this? I just popped in. What's happening?
Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't. I'm not touching it.
Wrong one. Y'all like this one, right?
Yeah, I love that one because it shows our wide screen.
I might have done it. My screen wouldn't. You know how after you stop the screen share, it shrinks back? It wouldn't shrink. It stayed blown up, so I couldn't do anything. I was like, oh, okay.
So the question is, does Mostert lose any speed with the weight gain? Nick, you muted.
Scientifically, he probably will.
If he gained like 15, 20 pounds, I could see it, but 5 pounds ain't that big of a difference. It's not that big of a difference for somebody with that kind of speed.
I don't think.
I'm not talking seconds, but he's going to lose some type of speed. 5 pounds or not. I'm not talking a full second.
Okay. So let's talk about speed, right? Are we talking about speed as far as how quick he's getting through the holes? Because last time I checked, it's heavier weight, slower acceleration, but once you get going, you ain't being caught. So, and that's science.
No, not necessarily. It depends on what kind of weight you're gaining. When I weighed 185, I thought I was the fastest I was. Once I got to 210, I was faster. I don't know if it's because my legs were stronger and I was propelling myself better. But now, once I got up to 220, 225, all right, my fat ass needs to slow down a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But I put on a lot of weight from 185 to 210, and I was stronger, faster, jumping higher, further. Everything was up. I hadn't hit my peak yet. You know what I mean? So it also depends on his age, right? He could be entering the prime of his physical. You know what I'm saying? Guys who are 21 years old aren't in their prime. These rookies, it's not when you enter the league, you're as fast as you're ever going to be. That's not how it works. These guys don't hit their prime yet. You get what I'm saying? So it really depends on what kind of weight he's talking about. A couple of pounds on a guy who is 25 years old isn't really that big of a deal. If he was 30, if he was 28, 29, metabolism might start slowing down or something like that, then I think you worry about it like that.
Yeah, I think he'd be good, man. As long as he's putting on muscle. That's how I look at it. I'm not sure he would be that much slower, but I guess we'll see. When he scores his first touchdown after leaving 11 men in the dust, we probably won't even notice that he gained weight.
Right, hand off in a cloud of smoke. On your mark, get set, Mostert. All right, what we going to next, fellas?
My man called Mostert Mosterati. I like that joint, yo.
Yeah, they used to call him out on TV, Maserati.
I like that.
What calls him? Tim Ryan.
I like that a lot.
So Tim Ryan calls him Maserati.
I did it. I did it.
We have no idea what you did.
No, I know. Y'all, I've been trying to separate this tab from the rest of my other tabs so I can do the screen share for the other one now. Now I got it now. All right. It's going to be a lot smoother. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Screen share. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh,
Take me to the Saints game, bro.
Let me see if this is it. Damn, no. Wait, what the hell just happened? Shit.
Barack O'Niner. I love it. You guys got me hyped, man. Listen, we are fiending for some 49er football shit. I'll take a scrimmage game against the 49ers in red shirts and whatever. I just miss these guys, man. Ugh.
You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Am I full screen on your side yet or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a good block. Mostert is in. Touchdown.
Now this play was really
quick.
This play is hard to catch because it's during a transition. You're not going to believe this. I could not find this highlight of this play anywhere. It's a transition and it goes right into it. What just happened? Are they going to play an ad? Oh. I'll run it back again for us. Nope, not enough. All
That's
right,
when it was, I think the score was 21-27. It was first and goal.
All right, so here it is, first and goal from the 10. All right, 21-27. Now, the problem is that they don't show what it is. It's a draw play, right?
Yeah.
Right up the gut. And it's so blurry. I was so mad. I looked at 3 different clips of this, and they did not show this play for some reason. I don't know why they wouldn't. This was the play that the Niners got the lead on going into the halftime. This
is why I picked this play. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This play tied it up, but the extra point is what gave us the lead going in the half. And you would think that this would have been on all the high. this was the only one I could find. So I apologize for the quality. I apologize, couldn't get it clear, but here it is. And then they just keep it moving like the play wasn't a big deal.
That's because I think there was another play in this game. Is this the play that Nick was talking about? Is that play? Can we go to that play where Emmanuel Sanders throws him the touchdown pass?
That was about.
That was before.
Emmanuel Sanders threw the touchdown pass to him early. That was our first or our second score. So I give it for you right here. Right? No, that was Bourne. Bourne had the first one for us. Then we went for a while without scoring. And then it was a 75-yard bomb. Right? Then it was the Mostert touchdown after the 75-yard bomb. And then here it is right here. All right. You ready?
Yep.
This is the play here. Oh. Let me run it back just a little bit more. All right, here we go. Oh, look at the Saints. We're going to win this one, guys. We're up 26-14.
Yeah, that boy's special, man.
Look at them shoes. Look at the shoes. He got the ocean under his feet, bro.
That boy's special, man.
All right.
So here's why I picked the play that we went with first. Mike hit the nail on the head. All right. We were losing, and we wanted to gain the lead back by halftime. The San Francisco 49ers are notorious for running the ball on first down. It's one of those plays where they're like, yo, if we just stop, if their goal is to gain positive yards. I don't think that they think that they're going to score a touchdown on every first down. There's a statistic where I can show that most of his touchdowns are like on 1st and 10s, not 1st and 3s. I mean, 1st and 3s. Not, you know what I'm trying to say. They're just on first. They're just on 1st and longs. It's just like, yo,
right.
Give me what you can so you can set up the next play. You know, you get us 7 yards, we'll do a play action pass. You get us 2 yards, we'll run another play. This dude is getting through the holes on first down. And the reason why I like this play, Mike, is because it was in the red zone.
Right.
And we struggle in the red zone. Well, we did at one point.
The last 2 years.
2 years. Remember, guys? I know y'all remember that, man. We were bloody red, struggling in the red zone, right? And now we making other cats bleed in the red zone, man. The way how the blood has shifted, the tide has shifted. This guy is scoring in the red zone. I think there's another touchdown play where I saw.
It's right here. It's right here.
Let's go right to it.
Here we go, baby. You want to see another red zone touchdown? Don't worry. I got you, dog.
Now, this red zone touchdown, if this is the one that I think is more important, and I'm going to tell you why.
Let me know when I'm full screen on your screen. Good?
Good.
Bitch, get off me.
Okay. Now, if you want to know what football is exactly what you just saw on that screen. Okay? That is pure dominant football, yo. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line, y'all.
Look at how many guys were there. They knew it was a run. What? Look at this. I'm gonna pause it before they snap the ball. Bro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all ready to play the run. Go ahead, Breezy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead,
no,
man.
You're not. You're specifically saying exactly what's in my head. This is a 1st and goal. Who do we normally see? Who at the beginning of the season? Who was the goal line back? Answer the question.
Jeff Wilson.
It was Jeff Wilson Jr.
Guy.
This is no shade to Jeff Wilson Jr. This is Raheem Mostert making a statement. It's an inside zone run. It's not shade. This is him. This is him making a statement saying, "Yo, I could be your goal line back. I can catch passes from wide receivers. I can score touchdowns on first down."
But look at how he does it. Look at the difference between him and Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson's going to get the ball. He's going to lower his shoulder and follow his guys, right?
Uh-huh.
Watch Mostert's vision in these very, very tight quarters. Look at what he does. Handoff, and it was a jump cut. I tried to pause it right before he did it. As soon as they handed the ball off, he jumps.
And he's got a first and goal.
He's looking for the hole to open up quickly. You see him?
That's vision, man.
Jump. He don't want to get hit. He don't want to get hit.
That's vision. That's all vision. That's running back vision.
That's my guy, man. Oh, I love it.
What a breath of fresh air. What a breath of fresh air.
Won the damn game, bro. We really should have.
We're not gonna talk about why we lost. All right, so that's a breath of fresh air, man. That's a breath of fresh air. Which play are we on? Like, we might have to skip some of these out, man. How many did we do so far? Let's just focus on the ones.
We're on like 8, I think.
We're on 8. So how about you give me?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 left, believe it or not.
So we're gonna do regular season. So we should have about 11 for a regular season, and then 4 for the postseason. 4 or 5 for the postseason.
So in the regular season, we have the Rams and Seahawks left. That's it.
There's
2 more.
So there's 2 Seahawks. So let's pick one of the Seahawks. Let's do the Rams. We'll pick one of those Seahawks games.
Here's the Rams. All right, here we go. Screen share.
It's like poetry in motion, baby.
On your marks. Get set. Is it full screen on y'all screen yet?
No. Mostert.
Kittle, get up. Don't be hurt. Kittle, get up. Where we at? They don't want this.
Jesus.
They don't want it. I love beating division opponents.
How does he go?
I love beating division opponents so much, man.
I think it's just amazing how I don't think it's that he doesn't want to be touched or want to be hit or want to be tackled, because we watch him lay pounds. I just
untouched.
think, oh my, how is he untouched?
Untouched.
Speed. Thank you, Nick.
Untouched, bro. It's not just speed. The vision, like he sees it. He sees it. I don't know what this.
Yeah, but if you could still have good vision, but if you don't have speed to beat your opponent to that certain position, then it's not going to work. Matt Breida has really good vision also, or not as good, probably not as good as Mostert, but his speed is what helps him get through there. Tevin Coleman doesn't have good vision, but he still has the speed. So, like he'll see the whole, like a split, a little hair earlier or a hair late, and that is the difference between getting there. So, but I mean, you got to have both to be like that complete back to being untouched. We can go and talk about let's talk about Adrian Peterson for a second, right?
You're in my head, bro.
Adrian Peterson is not not crazy fast like Mostert. But his vision, the way that he'll slow up and look, and then boom, and he's through. So he'll see it. He'll wait. He's a patient runner. Where Mostert doesn't wait for the hole to open. He sees where it's supposed to open and then goes.
So
go ahead.
You don't think Mostert watches the hole develop? You think it's all time and like he just goes?
No, I think his vision and his speed work hand in hand. I think he knows where he's supposed to go. He sees where he's supposed to go. He sees with the change in if that place isn't open, he makes that one big cut, and his speed accelerates him to be at a faster angle than what the defender can get there.
Okay.
I think Mostert identifies the hole faster than any running back on our roster.
Right.
And like Nick said, he has the speed to take advantage of it. There's a difference. It doesn't matter if you can see a hole if your ass can't get there. If your brain can't tell your legs to go quick enough, then it's no good to you. The reason why so many of Mostert's runs, like I see him getting skinny and going untouched and all that stuff, is because he identifies the hole so fast and he can make his body respond immediately. It's no one else on this roster does it like that. No one does. And when holes aren't there, you can tell because he'll get hit at the line of scrimmage.
that's the thing with Mostert too, because I was going to say this earlier, is he has both. He has the patience.
Right.
He has the ability to identify the hole, and then he has the speed to burst him through all at the same time. So he has the patience to wait for the hole to open. He makes the one cut, and then after that, he's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do y'all remember which game was Mostert's coming out game? Do you mean coming out as in far as 2019? Because he didn't get a lot of touches at the beginning of the season, or do you mean coming out as far as like his career? Because if his career, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers game in 2018.
Not the Raiders game, huh? Wow.
The Raiders game is when he scored his first touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But he was
getting busy. You're right.
He was getting busy. But that Green Bay Packers game is when you said, "Who the is Mostert? Like, who is this guy?" They knew about Matt Breida, but they were like, "Uh-oh. And Mike, the beginning of 2019 season, the preseason, that Denver Broncos game.
My favorite play.
Yo.
My favorite play.
That's when I started to say, uh-oh. It's going to be a problem.
I believe that was the only touchdown that whole game, too. It was preseason. I know it was the first touchdown of the game. I think the score was like 9-3 or something like that. And he got that touchdown. But the reason that play, man, playing in the moment, he was having plays before that, too. But when he got in the end zone and he did his little celebration where he did like that, right? That his agent's dad died. And he did that to show respect to his agent, you know what I'm saying? And to the family of the agent. And then even on the sideline after the play, if you go back and you watch the brick by brick from that week, he's like at the cameras, hi. Like he's still doing it. Like he's such a he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. I'm sorry. All right.
Nick, did you want to add to that?
No, I think you guys answered it. I think those were his two biggest games. I think the Green Bay game and then the Oakland game, it was just like, all right, Mostert's going to be, and he started heating up, and then he got that injury.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
I seen a question in here. Who would you give Raheem Mostert as a comp? And I seen somebody say Terrell Davis. What would you guys think as a comp for Mostert as a running back?
I'm going to go first here.
Go ahead.
And it's because I don't have one. He runs very upright. I don't like the way he runs. I love what he does. I hate the way he looks when he's carrying the ball. I feel like someone's just going to knock it out. It looks like he carries the ball very loosely and all that. I don't have a comp for him. I don't. It could be a lack of experience and me not watching football, in the 80s and early 90s, but it is what it is. I don't have one right now.
I would love to compare him to a couple of people. So he has the niches of having characteristics or traits like Marshall Faulk, right? He has the quick feet, the hands, like the speed, and but if I had to compare him to someone new, it would be the guy that I thought the 49ers were going to get. And somebody just posted it in the freaking chat, you sucker, mother sucker. And that would be Bell. Now, we don't see Mostert stop and go as much as we saw Le'Veon Bell do it. But the way he runs, Nick, the vision and the speed is what – this is why I wanted Le'Veon Bell. Because he has the best running back vision in football. I don't know if he has the best speed, but he can stop and go from 0 to 100 real quick.
He's definitely got the patience.
But this is where Mostert is coming in. Mostert has the patience, the speed. So I got to combine Marshall Faulk with Le'Veon Bell, and that's how they birth. Somehow they birth Raheem Mostert. People are saying Jamal Charles or Chris Johnson. He's not that fast.
I don't sleep on his speed, bro. I didn't see anybody type Jamal Charles, but that's who popped in my head as you were speaking.
I don't think he's as fast as Jamal Charles. Yeah, they did. Mr. Green. I'll post Mr. Green's comment. Mr. Green 11. This is what Mike
Shout out to Mr. Green. That's who popped in my head as you were speaking.
Okay. Talk Tell us why.
No, I mean it's the speed and exploding through the hole. I don't think Jamal Charles has the vision that this guy had. I think Jamal Charles would run towards the hole if it was there and he's gone.
Right.
If it's not there, it's
correct. Yeah.
You know, he panics a little bit, happy feet. But that was good. That's a very, very good comparison. Very good comparison.
Tonga, thank you so much. 808. Wait, Tonga 808. Do you play? I want to know what your name is, because Tonga, and I'm thinking of the bongos, congas, or whatever. And then you put 808, so I'm thinking of the bass drum or whatever not. But you said Breezy was right. Mostert owned the Packers since that game. And I wanted to say that once we finished the show. That was the team that I feel like he owned. I bought all 3 of Mostert's Niners jerseys. Please send me one of the 3. Home, away, and the color rush. I'll take the color rush. I don't care what size it is. You can autograph it for me if you want. But please send me that jersey. And thank you so much for the contribution.
Yo, Breezy always trying to get something free.
Hey man, you ask, you have not because you ask not, my guy. That's the way of the word. It's in the Bible.
I haveth because I buyeth.
That ain't in the Bible.
Like,
that's Nicholas 402.
Yo, I'm saying Nick, bro. I haveth because I buyeth.
Oh my God. Oh snap. That was good. Good exchange, fellas. I like that. I didn't have to get in on that. That was great.
Great comeback.
I don't know who my comparison would be for him.
It's tough, man. He's a very original type.
Some of those guys that you named are just like top-notch running backs that have played in the league. And I don't know if I'm putting Mostert up there yet, but comparison-wise,
have to have the career that they had. It's about who he moves like.
Yeah.
But like Chris Johnson was fast. He was he run a 4.2? He run a 4.2 or 4.3? 4.2, I think.
4.2, man. 4.24.
But Chris Johnson, I don't think had the vision that Raheem Mostert has.
And Chris Johnson didn't run up the middle. He was a sideline guy. So he
LaDainian Thomas, or not LaDainian Tomlinson. Le'Veon Bell had more patience and would hit a hole and was sneaky in a hole. Right? He wasn't that speed guy. Jamal Charles, when I think of Jamal Charles, I still think of, he's gonna run your ass over too. Like, at times, if he's gonna run a tackle, a defender over, if they catch him. I don't see Raheem Mostert doing that, but I also think of Jamal Charles as quick once he gets through a hole. So, man, I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I'll think about it as the show goes on.
Yeah, let us know if anybody comes to you, man. That's it's a fun way to try to compare it, though. Really, really. We never said he was as fast as Jamal Charles or as fast as Chris Johnson.
I think Raheem Mostert's faster than Jamal Charles, though.
Huh?
I think Raheem Mostert's faster than Jamal Charles.
But like game speed and 40 times are two different things. Like I don't know why people go out of their way to say, "Oh, he's not as fast as this guy." No,
I'm talking about game speed. I'm talking
game speed. He's very similar to those guys. They walk away from people.
I agree.
That's it. They walk away from people. I don't care about the 40 times. That's not what we're talking about. How many times have you ever seen Raheem Mostert run down from behind? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'm waiting with you.
You're not going to come up with.
I can't think of any.
That's my point. I don't care about the 40 times. They're not. If he gets past you, that's it. You sucking dust. That's it. That's just how it is, man. So I'm not. It's
a lot has to do with that though, too. Angles. The way the running back takes an angle, the way that the defender takes an angle.
Kittle takes the best angles on the team, but he gets run down from behind. He doesn't have that top end speed. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kittle in open space, he's an angles guy. Like that's what he does. But he'll get run down from behind.
That's the same thing like we were talking about the other night with Dante Pettis. He's an angle guy.
Yeah. Most of them don't have to take angles. Once he gets past you, he's upright and straight. You don't see him zigzagging across the field a lot. He almost runs in a straight line almost every time he gets the ball. That's what he's doing. As minimal as possible and gone. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. His speed is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Those game speed guys, they're all very similar. All right. Let's keep this thing moving. Oh, did I click that? Oh, okay.
No, I just took it off.
All right, here we go. We got this one. We're going to pick one from the Seahawks game. And since I got it queued up already, that's the one that we're going to go with. All right. So, boo the Hawks. Y'all suck. Let me know when I'm full screen on y'all screen, guys.
Why we suck?
Oh, no, y'all as in the Seahawks. No, not y'all. I love you. I love y'all. We good?
What'd I do? My bad.
Ready, set, Mostert? We good?
No, we don't see it yet.
Oh, okay. I'm not screen sharing for real?
No.
Oh, damn. Hold on. Maybe I forgot to click something. Oh, allow. Look at that. Did it do it now?
No.
To the 2-yard line.
It's still not screen sharing?
No.
It's probably delayed.
Hold on, wait. Mostert, don't go yet.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I clicked too much stuff. He gone.
You can't even stop pause before he gets to the touchdown.
You stupid.
I can't. He's too fast.
That's
Too
right.
fast.
Video on screen share on here is a little tricky.
I don't ever have an issue with it. Mike, come on.
It's not allowing me to allow it to share. Is it sharing yet?
No.
See, it canceled my screen share.
We only got 2 likes
All right,
on
let me stop
Facebook.
this.
That's what that thumbs up mean.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you guys are liking this broadcast, please.
There you go. Whatever you just did.
Now it's about to happen. There we
Yo,
go.
I'm not even on that. I'm not even on that window anymore. That's crazy.
It's
So
delayed.
you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Blow it up.
It's a super delay. Let me know when it's full screen on y'all screen.
It's full screen.
Yo, even their end zone is so shitty looking.
Dang, man, we are on the Seahawks right now. I gotta go take a two, by the way, so we gotta hurry.
You know, their bird beak looks like it's upside down. It looks like it's supposed to be something else from a different angle, but I just don't know what. It's just weird.
Maybe the guy that did it was the guy from that commercial where he spelled something wrong. He just drew it wrong.
The Snickers guy?
Yeah.
See that cut right there?
And that's on a goal line cut too.
That play is designed to go to the outside, and his vision sees the inside cut, and he takes it. Play that back, Mike.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. No, that's the Debo
right,
play. It's right after this.
Here it is. Here it is. Look at the box again. Look at the box again. Did you see the box?
Look at that block by
You see
Juice.
the box? Did you see the vision?
And the blocking was all on deck, man. Look at
That's
the block.
not a touchdown if Juice doesn't make that block.
I was gonna say that, Nick, but since you like saying what I like to say, talk about that, right? Look at this. Look at that block.
Look at the box. Look at the box.
And the secondary didn't know
God
what to do.
Dang it.
Yo, you know what I love about the 49ers? They don't sell the play. It's like you don't know.
Look at the block by Juice.
There we go. And look how he follows his block and then makes the cut into the end zone.
Two guys here. There's two guys here.
And then
two 49ers here.
And Juice is going to take this
one
guy.
here.
Yeah. And there's one
Juice
more
is
coming up
here for him.
There you go. Yeah.
Here we go. Bang! And then the vision to follow your blocker. Come on, man.
I'm trying to think. You know, Frank
The
Gore.
vision to follow Juice. Look at how close he was to Juice, and still had the. Remember I talked about how quickly his mind reacts. I mean, his body reacts to his mind. I'm gonna play this in full speed. Look at the moment he decides to go behind Juice.
They give you the slow motion option too, right? Scroll down.
Nah, he's on YouTube.
I thought YouTube had a slow mo option.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Where my lineman at? Where my lineman? Slam it. Let's go.
He did it again in a throwback.
Right,
most underrated player right there on the 49ers.
You think he's most underrated?
Laken Tomlinson.
Oh,
Lincoln Tomlinson?
Okay. All right.
That's what you're talking about, Nick? Tomlinson?
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Respect on that call. That's a good call.
There's a slow-mo option on mute too, by the way. You go to settings.
On mute.
I mean, there's a slow-mo option on YouTube. If you go to settings, next to where it says CC, you have the option to slow it down so we can see it in slow motion. So let's try that. This is supposed to be an hour show, but Mike is taking 45 minutes to load up a play.
Well, Mike also didn't come in till like 9:15.
I wasn't trying. I'm just my bad, yo. It is what it is.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, listen, I'm an X button away from y'all doing the rest of it. Now what?
That's all right. We can roll without you.
All right. So this next play we're gonna go to is playoffs. Right? It's postseason.
So Corny,
we're back to the Packers.
We're gonna go straight to this Packers game because he purely dominated this game, yo. This is the game where Terry Bradshaw called him Mozart.
Oh, Lord, help me. All right, screen share.
I don't think he can help you, bro.
Hey, if God can't help me, we all in trouble.
Oh, you're in trouble.
All right, here we go.
We full screen yet?
Now you want to try that option? No. Never mind.
No, it's loading. It's loading. I see it. We good? We there?
Yep.
Now, you want this one in slow motion?
Yeah, can you do it?
Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Do a slow motion for me. We'll do half speed because Mostert's that damn fast.
It's still gonna be fast. Watch.
Oh, you can hear the audio.
Forever.
Look at the vision. Look at the head. He sees the hole. Follow it. Follow the mouse. Ain't nobody touching you.
That's a touchdown.
Follow the mouse.
That's a touchdown.
Who's running them down from behind? Who's running them down from behind? Don't talk to me about no 40.
That though right there was a bad angle on the safety.
I don't care what it was. It was a touchdown. It was
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if you go back and look at that angle, this is what I was talking about earlier. That angle that he came, he completely burned himself.
All I know is I just got excited, screaming touchdown and farted at the same time. So this is like
we got to get Breezy off. He's done, bro.
No, but we got to remember,
flatulent.
Nick and I were at this game, so I didn't really get to. I don't think I've watched it on TV yet, so I'm watching highlights.
You still haven't watched this game yet, Breezy?
Nah, man.
Bro, let's do a joint watch. Let's watch on Zoom together.
All right, or we could just do a Facebook watch and watch a watch party and watch the game.
Yeah, let's do it. That would be a great idea. Okay, I'm sorry. We should do this later.
We can just do that on the Nothing But Niners page. Just do a group watch.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Let's do a watch party and just redo the whole show.
Yeah, so if y'all have Facebook,
y'all feeling that? Y'all feeling that? Give me the thumbs up.
If y'all have Facebook,
let's go a whole watch party. Can they hear us? Will they be able to hear us or no? It's only the broadcast.
They can hear us.
Yeah, I think it would only be able to hear like the main primary person though, unless you.
Oh, that would suck. I want to be able to talk junk with my fellas, man. That's what I like. I can't believe you haven't watched that game yet.
You share with us, and we join in on your watch party, and then we can talk as well. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I know something.
Like Z said, do it on Twitch. We can do it on our Twitch channel too.
Yeah, but nobody got Twitch. Nobody watching Twitch.
What are you talking about? Twitch is like the #1 streaming.
Yeah, for video games, for gaming, like
all types of stuff, man.
All right, we'll do it on there. All right, let's finish this show up, man. Let's go.
We got one more video for y'all, man.
Right.
He said, I think I'm the only follower. Mike Z said he's the only Twitch follower we have.
See? Somebody said everyone's got Twitch. You ain't watching this on Twitch.
All right,
Twitch.
We got one more right. Breezy, we gotta put Breezy on timeout.
No,
all right, here we go. He put him on timeout.
I didn't put him on timeout. He put himself on timeout.
I'm about to.
He probably had to fart again.
I'm back. Did you miss me? All right, man. Look.
Do it on Twitch and hold controllers. There you go. Now it's like we play. All right, Mike.
I told you. That's a video game joint, but we could do it. I'm down.
Oh my God! Here we go. I want people to be able to hear us, though. I want to, me. I want to talk.
Well, Twitch, that's what you do. You talk. You can talk on that.
Correct. So we can do it on Twitch.
People hear all of us, though. Is what I'm saying. I want everybody to be.
Yeah, because we'll all be on the stream at the same time.
We'll try both.
Y'all got me?
All right, so we're going straight. So we skipped the NFC Championship game where he purely dominated, right? And we're gonna go straight to the Super Bowl and close the show.
That last one was the Packers, bro. That was the NFC Championship game.
My bad. I thought we had like 4 plays from that, but no, you're right.
No, that was. Oh yeah. I skipped through them all. I thought you said you only wanted one from each game. You want me to pull it back up?
Nope, you good. I got you.
I tell you what, we'll do this one in slow mo just to drag it out. Okay.
Now wait, was that other one in slow mo? Because that was fast.
No, that was half speed. That was the first slow mo video we did.
That was half speed.
Yeah, yes. It was 0.5.
And then you didn't change it before you click play because that was fast.
I promise you, that was half speed, bro.
Damn.
Mostert's that dude. That's what I was telling y'all, man. Like once he don't get run down from behind. You can't catch Mostert from behind. You can't.
Nah, it was a dry one. I'm good.
What are we talking about? The fart? All right,
that's
yeah.
I got it.
This is half speed, guys. This is half speed. Now look at him. Wait, what the hell are we watching?
That's the KB.
Nice catch, KB. Nice catch, KB. And he got a face mask.
Wait, what is happening here? 2:30. Oh, it's the next play. Okay, my bad, fellas. My apologies. Here it is right here.
This was Mostert's only touchdown in the Super Bowl.
That was it.
That's not it right there.
Damn.
That's Juice's.
So
did I go to the wrong spot?
Nope, it's about to happen now.
It's the run. Here we go.
Right here.
All right. Couple of things here, guys. We want you guys to watch how he follows his blockers and look at his helmet. See how he recognizes the holes. Juice up here. Oh, they said I couldn't power my way through. They said he couldn't do it. In there like swimwear, baby.
I totally agree with Chapato right here, man.
I still don't know how we lost. I know how we lost the game. We stopped giving the goddamn ball to Raheem Mostert. That's how we lost that game, yo.
Not even just Raheem, though. The run game.
We stopped running. We just stopped running.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we're not.
I agree, Jesus. Rocco, I agree. I still have not watched the Super Bowl.
I haven't watched it either. And even when the commercials was coming on, I switched the channel.
The last time I watched the Super Bowl was at Nuno's, bro. That was the last time I watched it.
I can't. It's like Tabir going through these plays was cool, but it sucks because we know the end result. And you keep saying, yo, why didn't we continue to do what we were doing? Like, how did we lose this game? And
that's why I think you guys should watch the Super Bowl again. And it's hard, and I understand the emotions tied to it, right? But you want to know if your team getting there was a fluke. You want to know if they had the opportunity to win and they didn't. And that's why I watch it so much. You know, the losses, I don't know, maybe it's because of how much we were losing before, but no, that's not even true. Because during the Harbaugh era, I watched the losses more than I watched the wins because I wanted to know. I was so used to losing before he got here. It was like, did we get lucky to win all these other games? Like, is it luck or is it, did we beat ourselves? Like, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know. I study the losses a lot more than I watch and relive the wins because the wins are fun. And I find myself when I'm watching a game that I know that we won, I find myself getting up, walking away, making something to eat without pausing it. You know what I mean? When it's a game that we lost, I sit down, like, if I got to go to the bathroom, I pause it. There is no walking away from it and letting it just keep going. I have to see, like, I can't believe that just happened. And I find myself yelling
watch more, the loss to the Falcons or the loss to the Super Bowl?
I definitely the Falcons game. I watched that one more. But that's because with the Super Bowl, there's not a lot to watch as far as why we lost. It's all at the end. The Falcons game, there was a lot that we did bad that whole game. It was like Kyle just didn't want to show up that game. That game pissed me off almost as much as how mad I was at halftime. Almost.
That was the biggest trap game all season.
Yeah, but it didn't have to be, Nick. Like, it didn't have to be a trap game. We could have owned the Falcons. We just weren't It was like the play calling was vanilla ice cream, bro. It was all vanilla sky ice cream,
Right.
whatever you want to call it. It was so watered down. It was like, let's just get to the next game healthy because we got to win that game.
I'm going to be honest with you. That game, I think, is what helped us boost to the Super Bowl.
I think we would have got to the Super Bowl regardless. The Super Bowl, the reason why I say that, though, is only because we didn't even – the playoffs, the games, like before the Super Bowl, we didn't open the playbook. It was just run. That's why I say I think we still would have got there. Kyle never dug in his bag. And when he had the opportunity to dig in his bag in the Super Bowl, Jimmy wasn't seeing the whole field. And that was super frustrating. Like in the fourth quarter when he needed to, Kyle, I swear to God, he was dialing it up. He was. There were plays where people were wide open between Jimmy not seeing it and that freaking Chris you know who I'm talking about, the defensive tackle.
Jones.
Jesus. He stopped at least 2 touchdowns. At least. Like Kittle open, no one near him, gone. No one stopping him. Twice he slapped those balls down, bro. Like he changed the game by himself. But my point is, with the other games, like Kyle was like, all right, we got this one in control. Hand off. We running this thing home. We're going to take the time off the clock and we getting up out of here. The defenses were on fire. In all 3 of our playoff games, the defenses were on fire until they had that breakdown at the end when Kyle couldn't do anything in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
15.
So
yeah.
But that Falcons game was the most frustrating game of the entire season because you could tell Shanahan was just coasting through it. He made it a trap game. So I agree with what both of y'all were saying. Nick said it was the biggest trap game of the year, and Breezy said it didn't have to be. I agree with both of y'all. Shanahan allowed it to be the biggest trap game of the year. He didn't do shit that whole game, bro.
And the crazy thing is, to add to what you're saying, he actually finally, for the first time, did what we wanted him to do. He ran the goddamn ball with the clock running down. And what happened? Fumble. And how real is it that game ended in a positive result for the Falcons the same way it ended in a negative result for the Seahawks to win the NFC Championship? It was the
That's what I'm saying. I think there was
play.
a lot of things. I think there was a lot of things in that game that pushed us forward. Like losing that game resetted our mindset. Like I really believe that it reset the players' mindset because we hadn't lost in a while. This was a team that we were supposed to beat.
We had just lost like 2 games before that, right?
Nah, we was on a streak. We had the last game we lost.
The Falcons game?
The last game before that we had lost to was the Ravens.
That was like 2-3 weeks before.
It's like four games, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between losing to the Ravens, who's a top team, and the going in and playing the Falcons. If you remember, I called this a trap game before the game even started. We talked about that.
We got yelled at for calling it a trap. Yeah.
I was like, I just have a bad feeling about this game that we're
Kyle's not going to drop his guard against his old team. Yeah, you were getting all kinds of shit for it. I remember.
And then we go in there, and I just think we were too high on our pedestals at that point with a lower team. And I said that day, and then us losing, and like you just said, Wayne, we lost by pretty much the same type of play that we won in Seattle. So it made these guys' mindsets bigger and better and saying, okay, I'm going to hit this guy high or low or whatever. Like, I know the plays happen fast, but you still practice that type of stuff. And
yeah, but the factor that there's a key factor that's different, yo. Julio Jones and Hollister. Those are 2 different players.
No.
You could say no all you want.
No, that's not what I'm knowing. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, like, that to me, that the play design is the same, but I got this feeling if that wasn't Julio Jones catching that pass, somehow the 49ers make that stop, right? And we win the game. It shouldn't have came down to that, though. It should have never. Right. And I agree with you. I agree with Nick. I agree with you, Mike. It should have never even came down to that. I just think that if that wasn't Julio Jones, he willed himself into the end zone, bro. His physicality and his body frame allowed him to score the touchdown. Matter of fact, I don't give a what y'all say. It wasn't a touchdown. Like, it didn't even look like it looked like the ball that crossed the plane. Now, if you want to talk about go back and rewatching games, let's go rewatch that joint because even the commentators thought it wasn't a touchdown. Like,
I would be drunk. Rewatch. I get angry watching. Y'all don't put a mic around me. Don't have me mic'd up. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, that game sucked.
And then, but the thing is, even with that play, bro, the game should have never been that close. Shanahan didn't care that you could see it in the way. You know how he gets angry and he starts pacing the sideline, cursing at the officials and stuff. There was nothing that game, bro. Like he had already moved on. He had already moved on. He was focused on Seattle in that game. You could see or the Rams. I'm sorry. He was already on to the next game. You could see it. He had to prove a point to Sean McVay. Like he was already there. It was so bad, man. That all right, I gotta go. I'm not doing this right now. I'm getting pissed off again.
But all I'm gonna say is Kyle Shanahan put the players in the position to win that game, regardless if it ended up the way it did or if it didn't have to do this or have to be that. The players didn't execute, Mike. And I'm not talking about the play on the last thing. I'm talking about before it even got to that Matt Ryan throw to Julio Jones in the end zone. Like we had the ball. All we had to do was hold on to the ball. We sealed the deal, and we still escaped out of there. And we still talk smack about Kyle Shanahan and his vanilla play calling and the trap game that Nick said that it was, and all that different type of stuff. But we would have at least came out with the dub. Luckily we were able to get over it because next week the week after that we were struggling too. It wasn't a cakewalk beating those Rams.
Not yet. So I get you, man, and that's the thing. I get what Nick is saying. Like maybe it propelled us. Like, what if we won that game? Then we don't take the next game as serious.
Yeah,
the goal line stance against the. I understand exactly.
No, I mean there's a lot of things because if we win that game, we win the West right there. The Seattle game doesn't mean anything.
No, we had 2 games left after that.
Yeah, but if you beat the Rams, the Seahawks can't catch you.
I get what you're saying, but if we won that game, we still had to go through the Rams, is what I'm saying. And that's what I said. I said I see what you're saying, because if we won that game, maybe they're more lax against the Rams. You don't want to drop a game and Seattle keeps winning, and now that week 17 is still the same thing. If we won in Atlanta and we're laxed against the Rams, like, you get what I'm saying? It's still we still had to win. We had to win 2 games in those last 3 in order to win the West.
Right, but we would have been up 3 games if we won that game.
No. In our last 3 games, we had to win 2 of them. We beat the Rams and we beat the Seahawks. Those are the 2. If we had to beat the Falcons, which we lost to, then we would have had to win 1 more of those games, is what I'm saying. We wouldn't have been up 3. We had to win 2 of those games.
I thought we were up 2.5 going into that Atlanta game.
Nah, it was super close, yo.
No, the division was super tight. Everybody knew, like, it was leading up to it, like, oh.
Because remember, had we lost, Green Bay would have been first place in the NFC. Remember? Like, it was.
But I'm talking about for the West. I'm talking about for the West, not for seeding purposes. I'm talking about the West.
That game, we had a 1-game lead on the Seahawks. We lost that week. They won. And
we had a 2-game lead going into that, and we lost, and then that put us closer. If we would have won that game, Seattle would have never been able to catch us.
Did Richard Sherman play that game?
Because we beat them. So so they beat us, right? I'm going to look it up because we were before that Atlanta game. I believe we were 2 games or 2.5 games ahead. Then when we dropped the Atlanta game, that's what made it come down to. You need to win out now to win the West.
Right. I see what you're saying, because I remember thinking that I know we needed to win 2 of those last 3 games. I know that for a fact. But I see what you're saying, because if it happened earlier, then those last 2 wouldn't have mattered. It would have been for the number 1 seed, not for the West. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the number 1 seed, we needed to win out. To get the number 1 seed,
right? To win
the West, win the NFC West. If we would have won that Atlanta game, Seattle wouldn't have been able to win the West, and that Week 17 game wouldn't have meant anything.
Correct.
But how is that the case if we had a loss to the?
Because we had more wins than them. If you remember, they lost.
We had the same record. We all had the same record Week 17, right?
Who? No.
No, we were still a game ahead of them.
We were ahead
if
of
they had
them.
a won,
They would
we
have
would have finished with the same record, and they would have beat us in the head-to-heads.
Right.
Okay.
So that's where I'm saying that if we won that game, it could be. It could if we lost that game or won that game, it could have been a different outcome. We could have sat players week 16.
Right.
Like there could have been a ton of different scenarios with that.
This year when we're 14-1, we'll be like, all right, rest of the season's a breeze. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna
remember Seattle moved up to number 1 in the division after we lost to the Rams or to the Falcons.
Right. That was week 15.
Right. But if we would have won that,
lost to the Cardinals.
If we would have won that, they couldn't have caught us. That's what made week 17 so important, and they flexed it into the last game of the year.
Game of the season. Yeah. You're right.
Because the Rams beat the Seahawks.
No, the Cardinals beat the Seahawks.
So did the Rams. The Rams destroyed them.
The Rams didn't play them in the last 2 weeks.
They played them week 3. They play.
Oh, you're talking about in the regular season. Okay, I thought you were talking about down the stretch. Never mind. All right, we're on 2 different pages. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
this was a really fun show. Let's answer this question here by Barack09er. Glad to see he's back in the chat. I remember he was blocked for a while. My bad. I
finally found where the blocked people are.
Oh, you found it? You found the list?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of them in there?
Yeah, there's a ton. I think I actually refreshed it.
So you unblocked everybody?
I think I unblocked everybody and then just
guys stop doing shit to get blocked.
Nah, this person, there was a comment about like kids or something like that, or penises or something. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the day I was like, yeah, enough of that. But anyway, we're moving on. I'm sorry. But let's answer this, and then we're gonna wrap this up. This has been a really, really fun show on Raheem Mostert. I cannot wait to do the next one. This is going to be a lot of fun, but yeah. So it says, Nick, Mike, Breezy, please answer this honestly. Do you guys think we were robbed another Super Bowl?
I don't want to answer this question because we'll be here for an hour. I have so many conspiracy theories, so I'm going to let y'all go ahead and do this one.
I'm going to say no. And I know that people are going to say, oh, well, there wasn't any calls and there wasn't anything that benefited us. But I don't look at a game to where you're depending on calls. I think we flat out lost this game by A, Jimmy Garoppolo not seeing the whole field. B, in the last stretch, we had the game, right? The passes getting blocked down, not running the football when we think we should have ran the football. The timeout going into halftime instead of trying to go for something. And then obviously our defense just being gassed. We lost. Like, I think we lost ourselves. I don't think we got robbed. I don't put that stuff on. To me, you don't ever put a game in the hands of the referees. You go out there, you play, win or lose. You got to do what you got to do till the whistle blows and the end of the game. So I think we just lost the game on our own.
In the biggest game of the year, we did not get optimal output from everybody involved. Our coaches didn't coach their best game. Our play callers didn't call their best play calls. And our players didn't execute to the best of their ability. That's fact. We saw games where they did it. We saw games where the play calling was flawless, where the execution was damn near flawless. You know what I'm saying? That game was not it. There was scared coaching in the first half and leading into halftime. You know what I'm saying? And when he dialed it up, it was a little too late. Your quarterback was already shook. You show no faith in your quarterback and your offense by the way you executed going down, not executed, by the way you called those plays going into halftime. You show no faith in your offense at all. And I think that had a long-lasting residual effect going into the second half of that game and even into the fourth quarter. So, no, I don't think we were robbed.
It's hard to say that we weren't robbed. We see teams get robbed all the time. And I know you don't want to say we shouldn't put ourselves in situations where we have to depend on the referees and their whistles and their flags. But, man, fuck that. Yo, these referees held on to their whistles and their flags because they wanted to see, the new poster boy of the NFL win a championship, yo. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the conspiracy theory and all that type of stuff, but it just is what it is. You can't tell me, and I get it, Mike. The coaches didn't execute coaching wise. The players stopped executing. You know, it's hard to say that or hard to agree with that when you just said if Chris Jones didn't bat down 2 balls, then that game would have ended differently. So it's just that a player on the opposing side made a freaking play. One player made a play, not Frank Clark, not the other guys, not all that bullshit. It was that one player that made a play. Had those plays been executed, like had he not did that, we win that Super Bowl, even with the shitty play calling.
But you have to look at it.
But everything that he just said means that we didn't get robbed. We didn't execute. Everything you just said means we did not get robbed.
I'm talking.
If we had to execute it, we won. You just said it.
I'm talking. I said yes. If we executed, we would have won. But we did get robbed by refs not throwing flags when they should have threw flags on the 3rd and 15. There should have been a flag thrown.
So you're telling me there. So let me ask you this question. This is an honest question. You don't think after that interception, when we took the ball back, these players, when the whole team ran to the end zone and celebrated, they didn't let their foot off the gas the rest of the game?
They let their foot off the gas for the rest of the game.
Yeah. After that interception, that's when we went downhill.
So you're asking me, did the team deflate after that interception?
Yeah.
It looked like it.
That's execution.
But if I didn't say the execution was poor or good or whatnot, I'm saying that I agree we needed to have executed. But if the refs throw the freaking penalty flag like they were throwing, like they didn't call offense. How do you not call offensive holding on a team that gets had the most calls for offensive holding all season, yo? How do you have that in your script and they don't get one holding call the whole game? Whether they called it on both teams or not, I just felt like there was holding there and it didn't get called. And then after that, the deflation happened.
You're saying that because of one big play. They were letting
I'm not saying that for one big play. I'm talking about on that play where George Kittle scored a touchdown. You can't call offense pass interference on that. That was bullshit. That's
what
not
I'm saying is
that's another play. Come on,
they let the guys play all game long, man.
No, they call penalties all game long.
No, they called. There was not a single holding call the entire game.
They called penalties. That's what I said. Penalties, not just holding.
It was the same officiating all game long. That's my point.
That play, that if a hold is a hold, bro, and they gotta call it. Like, and then if that's the case, then
holding on every play, man.
Then they gotta call it. Then they got. If you can't say there's fucking holding and you not call holding, like it sucks to go back and watch a hold and it not be called, and then they call the hold that you be like, that's not holding. Like it's so inconsistent, bro. Like, and I'm not mad at you or
that's my point. You can't call them inconsistent because they didn't call any holdings all game.
I'm talking about all season. I'm talking about just holding in general.
That game. It's not. I'm talking about.
It is all season. The refs get paid to call.
It's not one officiating crew for all games, bro. It don't work like that.
It's an officiating crew as a circle. It's a unit, right? It's a whole unit, and they gotta call plays that they're supposed to call. I get it's not my fault they didn't call holding all game, but if you see a hold, call it. That's my point. If you see pass interference, call it. Right? Like that's their job, right? Your job is to officiate the game, right? Their job is to call the stuff that they see. It doesn't matter if it happens or not or whatnot.
But but that goes both ways too. There were a lot of penalties on ourselves that weren't called.
Niner fans don't want to admit that, Nick.
That's the thing. Like there were a ton of penalties against us.
No. We're not talking about those.
We can talk about that. The refs need to call the freaking penalty. My point is the refs need to do better at their job. I don't give a fuck who the team is.
You proved the point before that. If Jones don't back those passes down, we win the Super Bowl. We didn't execute. That all comes back to execution. So we can't sit here and say
I just brought up your point. My fact is on that 3rd and 15, a hold wasn't called. There was a face mask. There's a face mask that wasn't called on Jimmy Garoppolo clearly after that play. There were so many things not called, and I'm okay with it. There was a late hit called with Jimmy going out of bounds. They didn't call that. How can you guys sit here and not say that those should have been called? They should have been not called Man, you guys are crazy, man. I'm getting off this line,
I'm not even talking about who called and what calls weren't made. That's not what I'm talking about.
But that to me, that's how they got robbed.
No,
right?
but it wasn't enough to dictate the outcome of the game. Is my point.
But there's
all the missed calls that you're talking about. Fine, even if they were called, if the team don't execute down the stretch, none of it matters.
But it gives the team an opportunity to execute, Mike.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
That's why penalties are called.
This team was defeated, bro. They were done.
After 3rd and 15, they were defeated. That's fine. That's fine.
And that's down the stretch, and that was a big play.
That's fine. They got this team with 7 minutes left in the game. The team was defeated.
How many opportunities did they get after that 3rd and 15 to come back and tie?
Three, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly. They had 3 opportunities, and they couldn't connect.
So we can't sit here and blame it on one missed call.
I just named 3 or 4, Mike. I just named 3 or 4.
I'm talking about the third after the 3rd and 15.
I'm talking about in that whole stretch. I'm talking about in that stretch. On those 3 opportunities, there were 3 things not called, bro. Jimmy getting hit out of bounds. Jimmy getting face masked. They not calling it in that play. Like those 2 things I'm talking about happened after the 3rd and 15. Like Tyreek Hill made a hell of a catch. I don't even know how he got the ball off, but he did. Hell of a catch, great execution on Kansas City's part, not taking it away. But we all saw the play. If you saw
what else was on that play though? Who else blew their coverage assignment on that?
Absolutely.
Mosley. Nobody want to talk about Mosley. No.
Talk about that.
No, because
you act like I'm scared to talk about guys.
No, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just saying people also forget this. If the players executed on the defensive side of the ball, it wouldn't have
happened in the first place. Exactly.
It would have never been completed in the first place. So you can't just say, oh, well, like, look, I was pissed off that there was no helmet to Jimmy and there was no holding on Bosa. But if the back end doesn't do their job as well, like they're supposed to, do the execution, that play never happens.
But why can't I be pissed off if they don't get called when that stuff happens? I should be allowed to be pissed for refs not calling something they specifically called all season long.
You're allowed to be pissed off. Nobody's saying you're not allowed to be pissed off, but you have to look at both sides of the field.
I am looking at both sides of the field. That's why I said
the Niners were deflated too.
That's why I said in the beginning of my statement, I said that they didn't execute. I said that. But now I'm going to go back to answer the question. Were they robbed? I felt like the refs should have called some different stuff. And then, hey, who knows what would have happened. But if the refs call those things, boom, it might be a different outcome. The players still got to do what you said. They still got to go out there and execute. If the 49ers got a do-over and the Chiefs had a 3rd and 26 or 24, and then they gave up that shit, then the 49ers suck. But it was 3rd and 15.
If the refs called a holding on that 3rd and 15, the Chiefs would have punted, and they still would have had 3 more opportunities to go down the field for the 49ers.
They might not have punted, Mike, because it would have been 3rd and 25 at that point, and they might have got a first down again. you get what I'm saying? Like,
but my point is that, that's further to my point though, is that the defense was just waned at that point, man. The defense, bro. I'm not gonna bash my guy because that's everyone's hero right now, but he was lost out there, bro. Yeah. That young man was lost out there, bro. If people were pointing him in the right direction, he was super duper lost. All I'm saying is they in addition to us, they still had 3 more opportunities to touch the ball after that. The difference is they scored on those 3 opportunities and we did nothing with them. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
We also went Mosley on that play. Ward went a complete wrong angle.
Bro, that was Mosley's guy, man.
So when we go back and watch that play, we talk about the 3rd and 15, right?
Yes.
All right. So when we go back,
pull it up. We've been sharing screens.
I don't want to pull it up. I know. I just want us to. We've all seen it. So when we watch that play, right? Didn't it look like mostly passed off Tyreek Hill, right?
Mosley couldn't. He didn't play the zone right. He didn't know when he was supposed to transition and keep it moving. Yes,
and you get that when you got young players.
He was doing that shit all year. I'm gonna sound
No. You're right.
Everybody knows how I go to bat for Witherspoon, so they're gonna sound like they're gonna.
Jimmy Ward said that on his live with our SF 49ers. He said that I took the wrong angle on that play.
So
he literally said it.
He
Jimmy
took the
Ward
blame for it, and he did. And if you look at
that I played it wrong after Mosley released,
and that's what I'm asking.
Played it wrong.
I think he just took the. I'm thinking he took the blame for that because he's the vet, bro.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Just
and
like
that he did exactly.
Watch it. He got his ass spun around too.
He did. He got spun around,
because he wasn't supposed to be going that way in the first place. And the other guy didn't follow the release the right way. He had to make up for it, which is something else that happened at another time with another corner. But I'm not going to go into all that. But that happens a lot when you are the safety and you recognize a busted coverage. Your job is to try to make up for it, and that's what he was trying to do.
Sounds like we need the fans to vote a DB for next week's for next week's highlight reel, bro. So everybody gonna pick. We're gonna have a Kello. We're gonna have K1.
I'm not gonna say that there wasn't bad calls in this game, right?
No,
but I'm gonna say there were both sides. But we also shot our own selves in the foot.
I agree with 7 minutes left in the game. I agree.
No,
I just get animated when we don't like. The first thing you said, Nick, was we shouldn't put ourselves in a predicament, and I agree 100%, bro. I hate that. But then, when people are getting paid to do a job, that's like me going to get my car serviced and they miss shit. Like they don't. I'm paying them
21 points
and 7 minutes
left.
Yo,
21 points. How are we saying that we got robbed? Like we still have to play football. 21 points in 7 minutes.
You're not now flagged that powerful in the league, bro.
with a number 2.
Yeah, but flags deflate teams, bro. Like non-calls. All right, let's say the call was called and the team had another chance. We've seen Richard Sherman get called for stuff and teams get called for shit, and it gives the team another chance and they score a touchdown. Like that's the same difference, yo. So to not call a play that looked like it should have been called, like that can suck the mother freaking life out of you, yo. Like, especially
even if you take that 3rd and 15 away, right? And they score 1 touchdown, there was still.
I understand what you're. I understand what you're saying, but you're missing the point, Nick. You're your point is how the 49ers been playing all season, basically. Be resilient, right? Brush that off and move on to the next play. I don't think they were able to move on to the next play. Not just because there wasn't a call, just after that, like you said, it deflated them. It took them mentally out of the game. The young boys were back to being young boys. It was like they were playing backyard football and they didn't know where to line up, where to be. The offense was deflated. That's not just on the defensive side. It's not just on the defense. Yeah, the defense gave up those points, but the offense couldn't sustain drives all of a sudden, right? And
the whole team was deflated.
Yeah, like it was like, oh my God, why would we talk about this game? It was like the offensive line kept getting pushed back. You let one man block 2 of Jimmy Garoppolo's short ass passes. Them shits ain't even like that. They're just so quick. How is he blocking this? The offensive line was deflated. Like there's so many factors you could talk about the team deflating, but those plays that didn't get called could have changed the factor. Even if there was time left, let's say that penalty was called, and let's say the Chiefs punt the ball, and because of the mojo, not the mojo, but the momentum, right? Because of the momentum, you know how football works. It's all off momentum. You watch the power tide shift the moment they caught that 3rd and 15 pass. What did we say when they caught that pass, Mike? This shit over. We were winning, though, Mike. We was winning. We were winning. We were like, oh, this is over, yo.
Hey, man, listen. Noah Hale says, bro, the calls were poo all game. Between holds, roughing the passer, the call on Kittle was trash. Boils down to Shanny not running the ball with the lead.
Yeah, man.
Contribution from Noah Hales. We appreciate your time watching us and the contribution. Thank you very much, man. Guys,
that's my question to y'all, yo. Like, why didn't we run the ball? You have he just had 4 touchdowns the week before, and you still had Breida, who they probably didn't even know who he was. You could have put in him, and even if he would have fumbled, at least it would have been on the 1 yard line. They got to drive 99 yards down the field. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, why didn't we? Like, we did it in Atlanta. You know why? Because we did it in the Atlanta Falcons game, and it didn't work.
All of that is going to make this year's Super Bowl victory that much sweeter. The struggle, the pain, the heartache, all the way at the end. And that's why we say, above all else, stay faithful. Like, because it's that don't give up right there at the end. Not that close to the damn finish line. Not that close. It's going to make it that much better. I promise. I promise, man. I promise. Kyle's going to learn from his mistakes, right?
We hope so. Third time's a charm, right?
I'm with Nick. I'm never with Nick.
Twice in a row after the Super Bowl, what do they say to him? Bro, just run the effing ball, right? That's what they say to him. After 2 Super Bowls.
Mike, we talked about this before. The plays were open. But Jimmy Garoppolo also didn't see the whole field. George Kittle was pissed as shit that he didn't get the football because he was wide the hell open. And Jimmy decided to take a check down. And obviously what happened with the check down?
I'm not doing it.
Blocked it, right? So, look, it's an unfortunate event that, you know, when you're in the biggest stage of the game,
you go all out, balls out.
Like, you do whatever you got to do to win. And
we weren't doing that from the first half.
Right. We literally had that big lead. After that interception, I felt like the team was just different. Offensively, we couldn't get anything going, right? And that which made, in return, our defense tired, where they couldn't execute what they were supposed to be doing as well. It all worked hand in hand.
But the defense, it started with the defense. Like the 49ers, we just watched the touchdown in the third quarter. The 49ers, Mostert scored. We were up from 20-10 or something like that. And then all of a sudden, like, Kyle wanted to play safe. He wanted to play safe. This ain't baseball. Ain't no safe. He wanted to play safe. And then
into that Atlanta Falcon game mode.
Yes. Yeah. And then, all right. So we've been hearing rumors. Oh, Kyle don't trust his quarterback and blah, 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 blah.
No, that's not it. That's not, and that's
hold up.
We'll put that to bed if we want to do another show on the play calls in the Super Bowl. We can put that to bed because Kyle was dialing some shit up in that fourth quarter.
All right.
Well, I'm not gonna let y'all just play our head coach like that. The problem is that he did it too late.
The problem is he should have ran the goddamn ball. You got 4 running backs on this team that can possibly chuck these yards down. I get it. He don't want to give the ball back if we don't get the first downs. Just set up. I just felt like he abandoned the run, which is one of the things that helps set up our pass, guys. I'm all for Jimmy Garoppolo gunslinging it. I just don't think at that moment it should have been a gunslinging type situation, even though those plays were dialed up to work, Mike. Like, so to your defense, those plays were dialed up. Nick, you just said it. Jimmy saw the field and saw Kittle wide open, then it was a first down, a big first down, not a 10-yard
game-ending first down.
Right.
Even with the 3rd and 15 and them scoring a touchdown.
Right.
You get that first down, the game is over.
All right, we got to do a show where we haven't talked about the Super Bowl, guys. Did you notice that?
Y'all want to be honest about it.
We haven't done a Super Bowl
about it.
All right. We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk. And y'all opinions going to change on who should be starting at certain positions. Y'all opinions are going to change on the play calling in the Super Bowl. Y'all opinions are going to change on a run game in the Super Bowl. I'm telling you.
We already talked about this. We already talked about that the plays were the right plays to be called. It's just the lack of execution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yes,
We've already talked about that. I know exactly what you're going to say. You're going to say the plays that Kyle Shanahan drew up were open.
They were.
And it was just lack of execution that's on
one side of the ball. Yeah, that's on
the offensive side of the ball.
There's more to talk about on the other side too. Some of y'all favorite players, y'all gonna be like, what the hell was I thinking?
We'll run the tape. Look, we'll do another show like this, and we'll run the tape of the last 10 minutes of the game.
That's all we need. That shit'll take 6 hours. because we
get up out of here. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, man. I thought we were gonna get this done before 2 hours. We were at an hour and a half on the last post, and then Barack. You can't let nobody named Barack ask a question at the end of the show, bro. I'm sorry, you can't do it.
Well, you here, boys.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, because then you end up with another 30-minute bunch of arguing and yelling back and forth, and where we end up, everybody keeping their own opinion to themselves. This is what it is. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. I enjoyed the show, though, fellas. Any final thoughts on everything, man? Final thoughts on Raheem Mostert. Let's everybody go around the table real quick. Final thoughts on Raheem Mostert. What's up,
Nick?
Look, man, I'm just I'm ecstatic to see what he does this year, right? Whether he's going to be the starter. I said earlier in the year that if Jerick McKinnon is healthy, I think he's the one who is the starting back, as in like first down back, and then, whatever, they'll be rotating. I don't think there's going to be – I think it's going to definitely be a running back by committee group. I don't think there's going to be one solid runner. And I think Mostert touches the ball more than Tevin Coleman. I also think that that Mostert may touch by the end of the season, may touch the ball more than Jerick McKinnon. But, there's going to be a lot to look forward to this year. Can he stay healthy? That's a big thing. Can he stay healthy? He's had his one full year. How much does he touch the ball? Does he still do special teams? But my final thoughts are he's an athlete. He's got a good opportunity. He's got a good chance, and he's just got to go out there and prove it.
Yeah, from what I've seen and witnessed by our guy Raheem, he's definitely the best running back, all-purpose running back in the room, right? He's able to do it all. He's able to catch the ball. He's able to block. He's able to run out of the backfield. And the plays that we showed you guys today were all pretty much scoring plays, minus some of the gunning plays that we showed you on special teams. When you have a player like that, all you can do is hope for, he just keeps progressing. We already know he has the heart and the drive. How do I know? Because he was cut 6 times prior in one season. Like, that will drive that man to be all he can be and even more. My best goes out to Mostert, man. Mostert's going to come in. And here's the thing I love about Mostert. He doesn't have to start, Nick. He doesn't have to start, Mike. He doesn't have to. He just has to be productive when he gets to the game. That is the key to Kyle Shanahan's offense, right? When you get in, when your number is called, do what you do. Be who you are. Mostert is going to continue to do that, and he's only going to get better. Does his snaps increase? Probably. Is he the starter? I still think Tevin Coleman stays as the starting running back just because of the trust that Kyle Shanahan has with that guy. And remember, he ended up getting injured toward the end of the season as well, which he played in the Super Bowl injured. So that could have been a difference maker as well. But we're talking about Mostert. He's a breath of fresh air for the 49ers. I don't think we've been this excited for a running back since Frank Gore. There, I've said it. That's my take on Mostert.
Hey, I'm going to name some teams. Can you guys just do me a favor really quick? Just say yes or no if we play them this year, okay? All right. Eagles?
Yes.
Dolphins?
Yes.
Ravens?
Yes.
Yeah. Browns?
No, we don't play the Ravens this year.
No Ravens?
Browns? No Browns.
Nope.
Okay. Jets?
Yes.
Bears?
No.
Okay.
No.
We played 3 of the teams that he was cut against this season.
So expect those games to be big games.
This is a season of redemption, not just for the team, but for individual players, man. This is going to be a fun season to watch. Raheem Mostert is going to – I don't think he's going to be a starter. I think he relinquishes a lot of the snaps. I think he goes back to being a role player and only going out there when they need somebody due to injuries and things like that. I think for whatever reason, the team sees him as a special teams guy first, and then if we need him, they'll use him. And I think they're going to continue to do that, unfortunately. I don't agree with it. It's just how I think it's going to play out. But when he gets his opportunity, Raheem Mostert is going to do Raheem Mostert things, which is show up and show out and make you wonder, why wasn't he getting the ball all along? Mm-hmm. I think that's what we're going to see this season also. But either way, when he gets the ball in his hands, production is coming. And that's all we can hope for from anybody in the 49ers team in these red and gold colors. So that's going to be it for us, guys. We want to thank you guys for rocking out with us. I swear on everything, I thought this was going to be an hour show. even with my 9-minute delay. I thought this was going to be an hour show, and ended up going 2 hours and 9 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes now. But we thank you guys for checking us out here. We already went through all the formalities. You guys know where to find us. Make sure you hit us up. Stay locked and tuned in. Make sure your notifications are set, and tell somebody about us, guys. We're heading into the off season, or we're in the off season, but we're heading into the preseason, and we want to make sure you guys know exactly where to get your news from. We are here with our fingers on the pulse of everything, and we do it all for you guys. So thank you guys very much. All right, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Raheem Mostert, shout out to you. We want to make sure we send you this video. You got to watch it, man. You got at least an hour and a half of talk all about you. So make sure he watches it, man. We're going to send it to him. We're going to flood his timeline. You guys help us out with that as well. All right. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful.
We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.